to this Sometime Spouse podcast, and today is Business Tips Monday. So there are 7 skills that you need to master business. Now, I've known a lot of people in business over the last several years, and I've noticed the ones that actually study their business that they're in or learn more about personal achievement or growth and actually take action, don't just sit there and talk about it, do much more in business. I remember I had this one business partner that could spout quotes, and he'd read books and he learned all the time. But when it came to working, he would sit there in his office all day and play on Facebook. Needless to say, within a few months, he was out of business. He might have been smart up here, but he didn't put those skills that he learned to action, which I think is probably the most important thing, is taking action and not just talking about it. He could talk the talk, but he could not walk the walk. He knew exactly what he needed to do, but he chose social media over making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in the future. And I've seen probably about 90% of all people that have gotten into business, they can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. They can train other people, but they don't do it. I've had several people that I've seen be able to do that, but they just sit there and do nothing at all. So today I wanted to talk to you about the 7 tips to master your business. Number 1, you have to know what business you're really in and create an effective business roadmap. You have to know what business you're in. I'm in a handyman and a household cleaning business, a handyman and a maid service. But I know that's not what I'm selling. I know what business I'm in. I'm in business to help people feel better about their homes. I'm in the business of self-confidence. That's what kind of business that I am in. And you have to know what kind of business that you're in, or you're going to get eaten up by your competition. You have to know what kind of business you're really in. If you're in a car washing business, your business isn't really car washing. It's in making people feel good, right? You're giving them the confidence to drive that car around. They're proud of that car that they're driving around. So to effectively create that business roadmap, you have to know what business you're really in. You need to know why you got into business originally. What's your exit plan for business? What do you need? Who needs you? What does your customer need? How's the economy? How's the industry you're going into? Is it just yourself? Do you have a core team? And what's next, right? Number 2, constant and strategic innovation of your products, services, and delivery. You always have to innovate. When COVID-19 happened, you had to pivot your business really quickly, especially if it was face-to-face, in person. Every business I know of had to pivot. They had to innovate, and we're constantly having to innovate. It seems like 2020 has been the year of innovation. You've had to change your business rapidly. Camp Gladiator is an outdoor fitness boot camp. Within hours, they went online. They opened back up last week in the state of Texas, and then there's a curfew that happened because of the protests and riots. So they had to pivot again and go back online within a week of opening back up. You have to constantly and strategically innovate your business. I had several franchises that we were working on constantly innovating our business. They don't like changes. I lost them because they didn't want to change their business. They didn't want to do things a little bit differently. Number 3, constant and never-ending improvement of world-class marketing and product promises. Oh my gosh, COVID made us change that quickly. We were in A residential cleaning company, everybody was at home for the last 8 to 10 weeks. We couldn't clean their houses anymore because they were there. So we had to change it. We even had to change our X factor. Then we had to produce, deliver, and create raving fans. So that was number 3. Number 4, constant and never-ending innovation on sales mastery and having systems to have sales mastery. You want something to have growth and referrals, you have to have some sort of system put into place. You want to recruit and train the right people and have the right people keep learning. If you're not learning, you're dying. You want to innovate and inspire. And if they mess up, you have to punish them. You can't just let it go. And you want to create a game plan weekly or daily to measure that sales mastery. Number 5, constant anticipation. This is the power of financial and legal analysis. This is one I've been blindsided by so many times because I wasn't good at numbers until recently. I let somebody else take care of it. I let them take care of my financials. I let them take care of my legal, and I got kicked in the face with it. This is something that I really work on now for the last 6-8 months is I want to master legal and financial issues that could come up. I want that superpower in business where I anticipate what is going on. Number 6, constant optimization and maximization of my business. I want to optimize the people. I want to optimize the business process. I want to optimize my scheduling. I want to make sure I know I have a system for measurement in every piece of my business. And number 7, this is one of my favorite ones. Constantly create raving fans and a culture of raving fans. Raving fans will not leave you when COVID-19 happens or they shut your business down for 10 weeks. You always have to exceed your customers' expectations and desires. Give them more of what they ask for. You want to anticipate what their needs are. And as a result, you're going to convert your customers to a powerful sales tool and a mouth that just gets you more and more referrals. I am Christy Ogle with the Sometimes Spouse Podcast, and this was 7 tips to master your business.